What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mike It Yourself, and this week's video is going to be a little bit different. It's not necessarily Harley related, but it definitely impacts the work we do on the Harleys. And what is that I'm talking about? Talking about the temperature in this garage. So officially summer just started if you look at the calendar, and in Southern California, if you've lived here, you visited here, you know in the summer it gets hot. I'm going to try a solution that might fix this problem. I don't know. We're going to give it a shot and see what happens. All right, so I have a little gauge here in my hand, and it is 87 degrees right now in the garage. It is about 5:30 p.m. So outside it's cooling down. It's probably about 78 degrees outside. If I open up my garage door and let the air flow down, flow in, it'll cool this garage down pretty quickly. And then if I close things, it's only going to be a matter of time before the garage heats back up. And what is the reasoning for that? I have an enclosed garage with no ventilation and no insulation. So literally I've got a giant hot box that just sits right on top of me, and all it's doing is radiating all that heat down. And without any ventilation through the roof, that means that heat has nowhere to go. It's just trapped up there like a giant bubble, causing the garage to really heat up. So there's a couple of options, in my opinion, are a little bit more higher cost, and they're larger, more challenging changes, or more challenging changes than what I'm adequately equipped to handle at this point. So I'm gonna take somewhat of a combination of things and implement an attic fan. So here's the attic fan that I'm talking about. So this is a VEVOR 8-inch fan. It's an exhaust fan basically, and we're going to attach a tube to the back side of this thing. So what we're going to do with it is we're going to lift it up. We're going to put it up into the space up here and take our tubing and let it come through the ceiling and shoot it out the side vent that we have here in the garage. So essentially we're going to capture that hot air, suck it into the tube, and blow it out the side. The first step we got to do, though, and this is probably the one thing where most people are going to cringe a little bit, is I got to cut a hole in my ceiling to be able to get this thing in there, because as you can see, this ain't a small little fan, buddy, and this thing kicks. It's about 1,000 CFM, and what that is in fan speak is it's got a lot more power than I need to cool that area down. So I went a little big with it. I just wanted to see if I could make a drastic improvement. Let's jump into this, start cutting the hole.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. Your checkers, I'm chess, what's happening next? He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new.
Here we go. There's our hole. You can tell how, I don't realize how good I am at cutting straight lines. Like, this is amazing. If you need work done at your home or maybe at your place of business, and you need a really professional like line cutter, straighter through drywaller guy, let me know, and be happy to help you. I could show you how to make cuts just like this. Yeah, so of course it needs a little bit of tweaking because I'm a perfectionist, and we want to make it to where we can put a cover or whatever, so it's just not wide open. But let's take a look at the attic, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to hoist this thing up. All right, guys, so for sheet one, you see them all. Mine is not made to handle like weight really. And I was off on the spread here. They are 16 inches. I just don't do good in numbers. But yeah, nonetheless, this is not framed really great to support, so I really can't use this for like storage up here. So what we're gonna do is up there, we got our beam or brace or form, I don't know what the hell you call that thing. And we're gonna attach this guy. So this is made to literally mount up against the wood. So you got holes there. You can even do it from the top if you wanted, but we're gonna mount it that way and run rope through there, kind of like how it is down there, and then just feed the rope through the pulley and pull it up, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in place now, which again, it's 3 screws, and you wanna make sure it's probably level, I guess. I don't know, maybe it won't matter. And then I'll run that rope through, get this thing hoisted up, and I think for our test to see whether or not this is gonna have any improvement, like the temperature is gonna be hard to really monitor effectively. So I do want to show airflow. Like, to me, that will guarantee that if we have airflow going through there, regardless of the temperature of the day, it's going to be an improvement because we are evacuating that hot air, and cooler air is being sucked up from the garage into the ceiling, which will help kind of normalize everything. So that's the goal. I'm going to throw you on the tripod. I'll get this thing pulled up and turn it on, see how it works.
If your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me, and he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored, loves the blood and gore, always wanting more, freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force apart. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness, torn apart quick. You left scars ripped, you'll be chewed up and discarded.
And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it.
All right, moment of truth. Let's go ahead and fire this thing up and see what we get. All right, let me rotate this thing. So we're definitely getting wind action there. Read. So it's obviously moving, right? Like that thing is. Now what I'm curious is I've got other holes open. So let's kind of measure it at these other holes and see if we also see that airflow. So it's moving a little bit, not as much as that other. And it could be because of the large hole. We have this tubing coming through, and if you look, like here's the output. That thing's pumping, right? If we get that up there. You really don't see much motion there. Let's check. I got another hole back there. I have a little small fan in that, so we'll take that out and take a measure. All right, we got this one. Let's try it out, see how it goes. Yeah, it seems like the real impacted intake is right next to that deal. And it is cooler right now because it's evening, so that could be impacting it as well. So I think what we need to do as a proof of concept is, I'm not going to call it good yet, because even though I am seeing that little bit of motion, I wanted to see more. I think what we'll have to do is wait till tomorrow when it's a little bit hotter and that heat is up there, then begin to run that fan and see if it does really start pulling that much cooler air from below up into the attic and exhaust that hot air out of the attic. So it's not, I'm not gonna call it a win, but it ain't gonna be a bust just yet. So we'll keep on going. All right, so it's a hot day. Here we've got Let's take a look at our temperature gauging here. It's reading 90 degrees, 90.3 degrees in the garage at this moment. And of course, at Mike It Yourself, we always follow and perform our testing with the highest degree of sophistication. Engineered out of the school of hold my beer, I've developed a process to plug a hole temporarily to avoid from that being kind of our intake and leveraging the other holes. And then using my keen brain, roping that thing to that area to push the air out. So that said, we're going to turn this thing on. All right, we got airflow. Now we're gonna have to let this thing run a little bit to see how quickly it brings the temp down, because normally that thing runs until like 8 o'clock at night, because the setup is meant to turn it off at 77 degrees in the garage. So I want to see how far it drops it down, but I also want to see if we're starting to see that airflow that we did not really see too strongly last night with that big hole plugged. And it's moving. It's not as strong as I'd like it to be. I mean, honestly, I wanted to see that that blue little towel getting like sucked over to the side there. So let's check out this hole over here, this intake. Let's see. So I'm gonna let this thing run for an hour and we'll see if it takes it down. Like I said, 90 degrees. Naturally, it's cooling down outside. It's gonna take a little while. It doesn't move that quickly in the garage as far as the drop in the temperature. So I'd say in an hour, I would be impressed if this dropped. If this thing drops like 3 to 5 degrees in 1 hour, that'd be pretty impressive. So we'll wait and see. All right, so new approach. I'm gonna try this out. So we're currently at 87, let me see here, 87.6 degrees in the garage. I'm gonna try pulling in cool air from outside and pumping it right into the ceiling. So kind of the opposite what we're doing, where we're trying to suck the hot air out using this exhaust fan. We're gonna suck cool air and blow it into that space. And of course we have the ginormous hole in the ceiling, which we could cover up with, like, I don't know, screen or something like that. I don't know, figure it out if this works, but trying a new concept. Let's see which one works better. So I'm gonna fire this thing up, let it run for an hour, and we'll see what our temperature drop is. So after an hour of running, we're down to 84.6 degrees. All right, so we've tried this exhaust in the ceiling. That, after an hour, did about 2 degrees, right? Not really quite 3. Pumping cool air from outside into the ceiling, that yielded us like 4 degrees. So by far, much more successful there. I'm gonna try one more thing, and what I'm gonna do is basically just suck air from outside and let it blow directly into the garage and see if that helps out significantly. Okay guys, so I had the intake right at my door. Like I said, it's about 77 degrees outside. I had it pulling cool air in and just blowing it right into the garage, right? Just everywhere. And I thought this was the no-brainer. Of course it's gonna cool down the garage, right? Like, it's gonna introduce the friggin' cooler air and all that kind of good stuff. And lo and behold, after an hour of running, it only dropped it 2 degrees. All right guys, so there you go. 3 methods used. Exhaust fan in the attic blowing hot air out. That dropped it almost 3 degrees in 1 hour. Exhaust fan pulling cool air from outside and pumping it into the attic, dropped the temperature 4 degrees in the garage. And then we tried the exhaust fan just blowing cool air into the garage space, and it barely made a 2 degree difference in that same hour period. So obviously we have a clear winner. cooler air into the garage attic to cool that space down. I think the winning combination is to try to get that going before it gets too hot, so that way you never let that just, you know, bubble of hot air ever get to that you know, high temperature. So hopefully this brought you some value. It cost me about 150 bucks to do this, and it's a lot cheaper than paying for insulation to be blown in, putting a cooling system in here or any of that stuff. It's just low budget. You're not going to get crazy air conditioning returns out of it. So like, setting expectation, but it's something better than nothing. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you enjoy my content, please become a subscriber. I would love to have you as a member of our community. And until my next video does post, I hope to see you in the wind.